Okay, so today we're going to make a BlueJ demo, a Java demo, where we're going to find the average of an array. So we're going to start with a new class, and we're just going to call it simply demo. We're going to go inside of our class to edit the editor, and we're going to delete everything that's there, the shell of it, and we are going to write a demonstration to find the average of an array. We need to do a couple of imports. We're going to import cs1.keyboard, and we're going to import java.util.random so we can build some random numbers. So we're going to call this a public class demo. We're going to set up our curly brackets for the class, and we're going to have a method, public static void average calculator. So this is a pretty standard beginning of any class that we've done before. And first thing we're going to need as part of our static method is the random generator object. So we're going to do a random gen equals new random. So that will give us the ability to make random numbers. And so that our array length will be random, we're going to make a random size variable. So we're going to say int random size equals 2 plus gen dot next int 9. This is going to make a random number between 2 up to 10, because remember gen dot next int 9 will give us 0 through 8, and if we add 2 to that, it will give us 2 through 10. And we're going to make an array of grades of type int. So int grade list equals new int random size. So this will make the array that will be somewhere between 2 and 10 in length. Now we're going to create some random grades that will go in there. So we need a loop to get this started. So we're going to do a for loop, int I equals 0, I less than grade list dot length, and we're going to go by I++, incrementing by 1 each time. And we're going to say int grade equals 50 plus gen dot next int 51. So what this will do is we'll make a grade that's going to be at least 50 up to 100. Your typical grades that you might get expect from a class. None really low, but nothing over 100. So 51 to 100 seems like it would be make sense, be pretty realistic. And now we have to assign that to our array. So we're going to say grade list sub I equals grade. So that gets put into our list. Now here comes the key part of the lesson, and that is finding the average. So when we find the average of a list of numbers, we would add them up, find the total, and then divide by the number of grades that there were, or what number of items that we're averaging. So we start with the total. And we're going to say int total equals 0. And then we're going to use the same body loop that we had above for int I equals 0, I less than grade list dot length, and again I++. And we're going to say that total is equal to total plus grade list sub I. So that's going to total up all of our values in our array. Now we're going to do the actual calculation. And there could be a decimal in our average, even though our grades are going to be integers. So we're going to say that double average equals, we have to cast as a double here, double total divided by grade list dot length. So that will give us the precise average each time. Now we're going to print out everything, all the great things that we found. So first we're going to print the grades. So we're going to say system.out.println, here are your grades. And we need a loop to print out the grades one by one. So for int I equals 0, I less than grade list dot length I plus plus, and we do a system.out.print, not a print line here, grade list sub I plus a space. A blank system.out.print line will be the equivalent of hitting enter after printing out our grades. And then we will print out everything that we know about their grades. So system.out.println total points plus total, system.out.println number of grades and that is our grade list dot length. And then finally system.out.println average plus average. So that will print out everything that we need, that we know about our grade list. It'll print the actual grades themselves, the total points, the number of grades, and what the actual average computes to be. So we could perform many calculations at once, we should ask the user, would you like to see another calculation? So would you like to see another calculation? We'll expect a Y or an N from the user. We will create just a temporary char, char another equals keyboard dot read char. And if another equals Y, so if they enter Y, we will recall our class, our method that is, average calculator. Else, we will tell them goodbye, system.out.println goodbye. Let's compile this and see if we have any errors. There are no errors, that's always a good thing. So now if we minimize this and we run our demo, we can do our average calculator. Put this in where we can see it. We can see that the first time through 6 grades were generated. 515 divided by 6 should be 85.8. That seems very reasonable. Let's see another one. Here there's 427 points, also coincidentally with 6 grades again. That's not common. We'll try one more. This time great with 4 grades, and 300 divided by 4 is easy to do in our head with 75. So we see we get a different grade, different number of grades each time. Maybe we'll do one last one to see how that comes out. This time 5 grades and 333 points with an average of 66.6. So let's say no now and close this out. And the program tells us goodbye, which is what we wanted to do. And that concludes our demonstration of finding the average of our list of integers.